Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. It's a quick grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Receiver in motion now. Second down, they're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Back to throw again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
We'll see what he can do with the return. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick catch. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Looking downfield, it's Martinez. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He pulls in the catch. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. And you can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
That's reeled in. It's Warren. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking downfield, it's Martinez. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Missouri.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane. And so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25. The Gators churn out another first down. Keeping it on the ground here.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Gators are in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the goal line. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Point after, up and good. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On first down, it's play action. Finds an open target on the left side. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Extending the play now. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Scanning the field. It's Martinez. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. He'll hand it off. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Martinez. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needed this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pass complete on a crossing route. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
A completion sets up a second down play. To go with the ground game here, running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Grab made by the tight end. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And here's the handoff. They finally corral him at the 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Gators will line up here on 1st down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Even at a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So it's second down and 10. Looking to pass. It's Martinez. Caught. Completion. Breaking free at the 35. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the left side. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking to chuck it again. Caught for the completion. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Let's it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Back to throw. It's Martinez. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The pass rush closing in, and this one is caught. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gators line up with a first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the point after is right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he fumbles. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And now the handoff. Tackle made after a solid game will spot the ball to 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the Quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back? Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got it. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The Gators trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and had set up a touchdown drop. Can they bounce back from that right away? And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to take off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Scanning the field, it's Martinez. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Receiver makes the grab. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. And the wideout goes in motion. To the air, it's Martinez. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Here's another interception. We're losing track. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
On the set.
Florida, 49. Missouri, 7.
the double.
The Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down.
Jackrabbit.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Looking right. This one caught. Breaks loose at the 40. Ball carrier running through tackles. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Missouri now in the red zone. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Man, I love the pressure by this pass rush. I know they didn't get to the quarterback, but they definitely affected the throw.
They'll run it here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Moves.
Dropping back. It's Martinez. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Right? You give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. You're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Martinez. He's escaping the pocket now. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play.
Oh, and he's in. Nobody can bring him down. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 50. At the 30 now. Past the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Martinez. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
This time, a completion.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, they almost had another interception. It'll be second down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Martinez. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. Man, I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Empty backfield now as they go for two. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now it's second down here. And the offense will just take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback just takes a knee. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that